Hi, everybody. Hi. How's it going? Middle of the week. Maddie will be here shortly. And you guys know the drill to post your questions. Maddie will do yes, no with the pendulum. He has all kinds of definition tools like charms and dice and all kinds of things. So you can let him know that you want a yes, no question or, whatever you want. Hi, Billy. Hi, Billy. How are you? Thank you so much for being supportive through my illness, Billy. Thank you so much. Billy sent me something sweet every day to say have a great day, and I looked forward to that. Hi, Carlos. How am I? I'm doing a lot better. I am doing really, really good. Hi, Yasmina. How are you? We have other people that are watching. Make sure that you like the broadcast so that we can go places, right? Oh, thanks, Billy. Okay, so we are waiting for Maddie. Sorry we weren't here Monday. That happens, part of life, right? And Yasmina, you're good. That's great. We want everybody to be good. So, what's happening this month? Did you guys see the great big moon? Do you do a ritual or anything for that? We have the solstice, coming up. We're going to be changing to spring and fall. We also have my birthday, by the way. um, so anyway, lots of fun things happening. Fall's coming. It's getting cooler. We are going to be getting warmer and into the 90s on this weekend in Southern California. The equinox, that's right, that's coming. I always look forward to it because it's always right around my birthday, being kind of on the cusp sometimes of Libra. So, those of you guys that are into the astrology and all of that. And I used to get a horoscope, and it was just an email horoscope and it was so dead on right. I feel like somebody was writing it for me every single day. And somehow it got stopped or whatever. And I really miss that. But are you guys into the horoscopes and astrology? It's very interesting. I had my whole chart done and all of that. And but the thing that got me that was dead on was Linda Goodman's Love Signs. And if you guys can find that book, it was amazing. And what she wrote about Libra was like a million times me. It was really crazy. Hi, Nia. How are you? So, anyway, I don't want to take too much time up. We have to do a little bit with the rules. Please share the show. These are free readings. However, we accept tips if you want to do it, but it's free. Maddie and I believe that this is gift from God, and so we want to make sure that everybody can get a lesson. There's no barrier of money at all. So we are lovingly giving you, our time and our insight, and we're happy to be here. So please, we have to do them fast, like fast readings. So we don't have a list. So if we don't get to you, please repost your question. Okay. So you're going to ask a question, but no medical, including pregnancy, no legal. We don't do mediumship really very much at all because that takes time. And so you can ask the yes no question, and Maddie can do the pendulum. Also, or we can take some cards for it. I use the Rider Waite tarot deck. You guys know that. And let's see, what are the other don'ts? Don't put a proper name, so no one's name in your question. We won't put that up because sometimes it's outing somebody. So it can be relative, person of interest, my ex, something like that. Okay. And then we will go ahead and select randomly and we will do your question. Hi, Matty Tarot.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
How's,
everybody.
how's it going?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good. Getting ready for my trip, but I went shopping for luggage because I bought a whole set of American Touristers and I gave them away over the years. Somebody needed one. Here you go. And so I go, I'm going somewhere. So I went and I found a London fog. It's really pretty. It's top of the line, really nice. And I don't know what happened. I tell everybody it rained in the storm. In the store, the rainbow came out, and I came home with a giant Care Bear suitcase. Care Bears all over it. I'll send you a picture. I'll send you an email.
I love it.
It's so funny. It's really, really cute. And I said, well, I can always identify it, you know. Christine, go ahead and put a question or a general reading. You guys, whatever you want, a yes, no, anything like that. And remember, no legal, no health, including pregnancy, no proper names. And we went over the tips, but the biggest thing we want is subscribers and followers. So if you get a chance, go to Matty Tarot, and everything's kind of scrolling under there. And we have description. We have all our stuff in there. But please go to Matty Tarot on YouTube, and we count every single subscriber, and we get so excited every week. So please subscribe so you know when we're coming on, so you can get live readings here. And also Psychic Fixes on YouTube or Facebook. And we would appreciate that.
Yes,
So,
and you guys like the video, thumbs up the
yeah.
video. If you're there, hit the thumbs up. It is
Yeah.
essential for.
And I said that at the beginning, and nobody did it. Like, love, whatever. No bad emojis, please. I don't like that.
Please hit the thumbs up button. It is essential for our growth. It's how the algorithm sees that people like it, and then it sends it to other people. I want to say hello to everyone saying hi, and also let's see, Blooming Garden. Yes, we can see your comment. You are in the live chat. And let's see, was there something else I was gonna say? Blooming Garden said, not sure this is the right video. Yes, this is the live one. We are here.
I did have somebody that was watching and then realized it was a past video.
People, sometimes I get comments and people will be asking questions in like the regular comments on an old video. And I always just reply and I say, make sure to catch the live one and be in the live chat, because we won't be able to see these comments unless you do that,
Hi, Veronica. Oh, that was Veronica. I got a text and I was like, oh, darn. Yeah, that happens. And I don't know. It does say Wednesday in the front of this, and I don't know. It's Wednesday.
So I had a client today. I had a reading today with a client, and it was someone from that watches our show, and they said that they got a reading like a month ago, and at first they didn't like, it wasn't like their favorite, and but as time went on, they like listened to it again, and they were like, oh wow. And so they came back and got another reading from me, and so that made my day, and I thought that was
great. We always need to get that validation, and it just, like, I call it eating the psychic cookie. It gives us confidence, and we just keep going. And Christine, did you want to look at 3 months ahead? Do you want to look just a general future? Let me narrow it down a little bit, and that would be great. Drinking pink lemonade and enjoying the show. That's Carlos, our good friend Carlos. Okay, so today I can do 3-month reading, or if you want to know what's in store for Christmas or December or anything, general reading, specific question, go ahead and put them in, you guys. There's my cousin. Where have you been? He randomly says, I love cookies. Okay, Brett. All right. So there we go. That's my cousin. I
love it.
I just had the best time. I don't have the book right here, but my mermaid book that I just published, I dedicated it to the mermaids of Oceania. There's an agency, and they go kayaking together. And I sent them 18 books, and I dedicated it to them, and I put their names in, and the dog that goes with them, Gracie. And they
Oh,
sent me a beautiful card, hand done. I think my cousin Jean did it, and thanked me for the book, and that was so neat. And then they sent a picture of Gracie, so that was really neat, and I love that.
that's so
So
sweet.
yeah. Can I do the new news is that my son's book is finished and we'll be setting a publishing date.
Woo!
Yeah, it's really neat. Okay. Oh, you're trying to stay out of, you're just like Brett says, I'm trying to stay out of trouble. So you're kind of under the, you know, nobody's going to know what's going on. Okay, let's see, you guys. We're going to start. I'm going to look for somebody so we can get going. And
It's Wisdom Wednesday, y'all. So we got the Archangel Power Tarot cards. And then I have my Kitten Chops deck. I love this one. It's the art is so cute. If you can see it, I don't know. But and then I have my what's it called? The Prism Oracle. Obviously, we always use that one. And I don't know, I might break out the dice today. I'm feeling dicey. But Debbie, have you selected somebody or oh, you did. Okay. All right, y'all. So, like I said, it's Wisdom Wednesday. So we're gonna get guidance from our guardian angels or our higher selves or whatever spirit, whatever you call it, the universe. Everybody has a different higher power usually. But I do want to say something. Please, while we're waiting, please go, if you're not already subscribed, please go to our YouTube channels at Psychic Fixes and at Matty Tarot and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. We do accept donations, but at the end of the day, these are free readings. So the pay links are scrolling below if you're feeling inclined to donate, but free readings, free for everybody. It does not put you, there's no list, and we don't favor somebody who donated. We don't even see it in real time, really. We don't see it till after the show. So there's no way to be choosing in any regard to people donating. Okay, so free and fair at the end of the day for everybody, and you'll get the same quality reading. I'm going to put my QR code up on the screen, and I offer more than just tarot readings. And like I said a little earlier in the show, somebody from one of our viewers came back today and said that the reading as time went on really resonated and things came to the light, and I don't know, that just made my whole day. I love it. I love when people come back and tell me that. But if you would like to get some guidance or future insight, please scan the QR code or screenshot it and take a look at all the services I have to offer.
there you go. All right. This is what we don't have. We don't have the applause and the music and stuff going on.
The music that's on that video is my friend. He's a producer. He made that song. And I'm actually going to a festival this weekend at in Apple Valley, where he's going to be playing a set, and it's like a camp out. So I'm going camp.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going camping all weekend and going to be, at a festival, music festival. My friend's playing. It's going to be super fun. He made that song. His name's Lopra. He makes really good beats and songs. So if you want to look it up, like Oprah with an L.
That's neat.
Lopra.
That's neat. That'll be fun.
Lopra. Lopra.
Okay. Okay, Christine. Okay, I am all set up here. How I work is the first 4 cards will be for you. So, a little bit about you, energy crossing you, which can be on your mind or something coming in the future. A look at the future, which you have a great card, and the past. And then whatever they tell me about kind of what's coming in the future. You do have a lot of stuff happening, I've got to tell you. I do get the Queen of Swords for you. I do love that you have a justice theme of what's right and wrong, a great big, wonderful personality. I love your intelligence, your compassion. And I think you can do anything you want. I think you're very capable. So, very, very good card. Crossing you in temporary energy is a man. I do get a King of Pentacles. So, I feel like a money minded male. Could be somebody you know or somebody that's coming in. So, this person usually can do. Um, give advice about finances and do well with money. So I just want to let you know that. Coming in the future is the world card of you getting your desires, reaching your goals, making a change for the better in your home, in any type of career. I really feel like great things are coming in the future for you. I do get some success, some nice success for you in the past. Now, we did ask about the future. Now, I do get this mother energy of some kind of mother thing. Um, I don't know if it's a person or just a subject of motherhood. And if a person steps in, I feel like it's somebody that's a mother or could be a mother, someone very creative, intuitive. So I really do get this great mother type of energy here. I do get waiting for the money, waiting for a certain amount of money. So if you are into manifesting or prayers, go ahead and unleash the Kraken and go after that money. So go ahead and manifest for it to come in. I do get that there'll be a time of you feeling a little bit of protective, almost like I got nicked once. I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen again, and I feel like it's okay to have that, like, shields up and just being ready for anything, but just kind of watching. It's okay, but I do see a time of that. I don't see a reason to do that, but I feel like that's something that will come up. You have the Lovers card, which is a wonderful romance card. It's really nice. It's also a card of making choices in love and romance. Now, I do get that you will have a major decision to make in your life. It's showing me the big decisions to make. What do I do? What I do? Let me look. Um, the way that you're going to make that decision is through others, Christine. When you have this big decision to make, go to, if it be your girlfriends you need to talk to or professionally somebody, go talk to them and get some advice on what to do and what to choose. Okay. That's how you decide what to do, is that you go with other people's opinions and then you formulate your own. Um, I took some more cards for you. I wanted to see what was going on. Shows me that there's going to be some worry. Too much, though. You don't have to worry that much. Bring it down. I do get a man here, very much just like a Queen of Swords. Just this thing, very matchy matchy. Sometimes a soulmate, sometimes really physically fit and a fighter, capable, and that just the same of what's right and wrong. And they feel like they are right, and usually they are. So I get this very strong personality steps in. A new beginning happens with that person, as well as this card that is a little cautionary as to can they commit to whatever they're doing or why they're in your life. Sometimes it means don't rush into things too. So don't rush into things. Don't do anything rash. You have a lot of stuff coming in for you. Remember the future card of you getting your desires, reaching your goals, and making a change for the better in your home, your career. And if you want to go see the world, go do it, because this is a world card. And that's what I have for you, Christine. Best of luck.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, I've chosen. Where did she go? Where did she go? Here we go. Nia. Okay. Nia, to Nia says, I'd like to know if my daughter is going to sell her car and get what she is asking. So I rolled the dice, and I'm going to read to you what each die means. And then I'll give you my intuitive interpretation of that. So you got Mercury. Mercury. Can you see that? Mercury says, pertaining to communication, intellectual matters, conversations, new ideas, creativity, and what is logical. And then you got Aquarius. Aquarius is aloof, contemplative, overly empathetic, yet responding apathetically, conversational, and uncomfortable. And then you've got the seventh house, which represents personal or business partnerships, the possibility of a new person in your life becoming significant, relating to contracts such as marriage, divorce, or other matters of the law. So this is what I'm getting from that. Yes, the answer to your question is yes, she's going to sell the car. However, is she going to get what she's asking? Not exactly, but close. Here's what I suggest. I think if I think she should bump the price up a little bit, and that way, because there's always some, bargaining that happens, or you go back and forth with the person usually, and make some sort of compromise. That way, when when it gets talked down, it is still relatively close to the price that you originally actually wanted. So, up front on the forefront, you're saying a higher price than what you're actually, okay with taking, what she's actually okay with getting for it. And that way, when it gets talked down, it could potentially be at the price that she actually wants. And the person, on the other end never has to know any of that happen. That's just, and I mean, that's how most businesses do, if we're being real. So, um, I suggest that because if you start at the price she's asking, what is she going to get? What she's asking? No, she's not. It's gonna get talked down. But there is success here. It turns out that she's satisfied. You're satisfied with the outcome of this. And then I also saw your you posted another comment about a 3-month. So I'm just going to kind of tie that in here. You at this moment, it's time to take action about something, and I actually think you're already doing this. So I don't think you need to. I don't think there's anything that is like that you're needing to jump into. I believe you're on the path toward working toward your goals. You're responsible. You're taking the necessary steps, and you're confident about this. I mean, there's some nervousness, maybe at times, or some anxiety. I wouldn't call it anxiety. I call it like stress. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming at times, but you have confidence about it. You remain enthusiastic about it. That's really good. So this will turn out well for you. You instinctively know what to do. So there's success here. Okay. Next month, there's some sort of epiphany that you have in regard to your spiritual growth. There's a message coming through here. Be the light you want to see in the world. Be a light for others. I don't remember what guru was it. There was a guru I was watching, and one of his messages was, it resonated so heavily with me, and I loved it. It's kind of, the question always is, what is our purpose on earth? What's the reason we come here? Why, to this place of like pain and suffering, and where, pain and is the catalyst for growth and for ascension and all that. Why do we do this? Well, essentially, the way he described it was, and I'm not saying I mean, this could very well be true. I'm open-minded, so I'm just going to say what his opinions and beliefs are. He was describing how the fall to darkness, and the like low frequency, low vibrational type energy, maybe are more uncomfortable emotions, and just darkness, and not being of light and not being of like higher conscious, that is a very prevalent force here on earth. And there's many people who are so lost, and they're so there's horrible things that happen in this in this world. And so essentially our job is to come and essentially take that darkness and turn it into light. And so we are kind of cleaning up the darkness, if you will. And I just loved that. I loved that because I mean, everybody suffers. Everybody goes through painful times in their life, and there's there's something in being a light to others because no matter how much darkness there is, the smallest amount of light is going to penetrate that, and it's going to disrupt that darkness. And so, if you're be the light you want to see in the world, to me means, sometimes you don't even know the impact you have on other people. You just flashed a smile at them at the store, and maybe that person was on the edge and about to self-delete, or do something crazy, and maybe you turning your head and smiling at them for 1 second made them rethink that. Like, we have no clue how much our presence and our interactions and our experiences impact others, and we may not get to ever see that. But my point is, you have a lot to offer, and you have a really uplifting demeanor, and there's some sort of your kindness provides an answer to somebody in this next coming month, the answer they've been looking for and the answer they needed. Okay, so that's the message I'm getting here. The month after that, what is that, November? You're gonna hit a little bit of bumps in the road. I think it might have to do with school, I don't know, or work maybe. But don't allow those bumps and challenges to hinder your progress. You're doing great. And honestly, it comes down to communication. Thoroughly communicate. Communicate how you're feeling about something. Don't let the stress turn into an anger that you hold, or not an anger, but like don't let the stress, don't hold on to that stress and then internalize it and think that, well, this is nobody else's problem and I just have to deal with it myself. And then you start to behave differently and treat others differently, not on purpose or like in a malicious way, but because of that stress. And so don't do that. You don't have to carry it all yourself. Okay. And the bumps in the road are just part of the journey. Okay. It's much more wise and much more fulfilling to focus on the journey itself than it is to constantly have your eyes on this I mean, don't take your eyes off the destination, but be sure to enjoy the journey, because all too often we keep our eyes on the destination and then we just get overwhelmed and stressed by the journey. And most of the time it leads to people giving up, and or other times it leads to this constant chasing of something greater, and we fail to see all the accomplishments we've made along the way because we are not enjoying the journey. Okay, so reflection is the word coming through. And I think doing it doing it with others is very essential here. Something about sharing. You don't open up about your feelings much. That's what I'm getting. You need to, something about sharing, your being vulnerable and sharing your emotional world with someone becomes very beneficial. Okay, I hope this resonates, and that's all I have for you this evening.
That was great. I'm going to do Billy. Hi, Billy. Okay. Billy, the first card that comes down for you is a little bit about not trusting what's going to happen in the future. So sometimes we need to like make this story that we want. This is what I want in the future, and envision it and go towards that way and trust that it's going to be okay and you're going to go forward and all of that. I don't like to see this card come down saying, I don't really trust. I don't trust what's going to happen. Know what's going to happen because you need to create what you want for yourself in the future. Okay. And Billy, you can message me on Messenger if you want my book on manifesting. Okay. It's free. I do get that you have a lot of decisions to make and in what you want to do and everything. There's a lot there. So ask your spirit team, your angels, to help you make these decisions, okay? I do feel like you're going to feel a little bit left out of the money, like I should be making more money in the future, things like that. I should have gotten more money. Well, you do have a good money card coming up, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. I feel like you've struggled. I feel like it's been confusion and struggle in your life in the recent past. I do see things being better. I do get you having fond memories of the past, but let me tell you about this. This is a card that usually comes up saying there's an idea in the past that you'll remember and bring forward and use it because I do have a good money card here. I see that you're going to go on a new path. Always, always stay with the spiritual side, okay? They're going to guide you on this new path. But I see an investment. So remember, we have this idea from the past that we can bring forward and use. And I feel like you'll have a good investment to make money, eventually making enough money to take care of you, your needs, and your wants. But it's a slow growing investment, okay? I do feel like it's challenging for you to go forward. Talk to Archangel Michael and say, break the barrier, Archangel Michael. I'm ready to go forward and go live my life and bring in all these good things. How are you going to do that? It shows me the manifesting card. So please, if you want my book, it's only like 30 or 40 pages, and I'll gift it to you on Messenger, okay? I want you to start manifesting. You have any questions, you just write back to me and I will answer them for you because something's there that you can make some money about. Now, I want to talk to you really fast before we go about a family reunion or a wedding or something. I feel a lot of love with family and happily ever after. I feel like family is very important. And that's great, but I do feel like something really good is coming up for family. So that's what I have for you, Billy. Thank you.
That was beautiful, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, I have chosen. Where did it go? Tammy Collard. Okay. Tammy Collard. Okay. All right, guys, if you're new here or you're just tuning in, I want to just remind you because I see some comments in the chat. There's no list to be added to, and you just post your question in the live chat, okay? Don't put anybody's personal information other than your own, and we don't do legal or medical. So just post your question in the live chat. You may get randomly selected for a reading. There's no list, and we greatly appreciate you being here. All right, so I've chosen Tammy Collard. So I would like to know if I will have another romance. And then she put another comment that said meaningful relationship. So I'm gonna say this. Yes, of course. I don't even have to look at the cards to tell you yes, you will. Does it feel like it right now? Probably not. But you will. You will. The thing is that you gotta there's something here about looking at the bigger picture. And taking a bit of leadership role in creating that how do you say, I say this, a relationship is not found. So a lot of times people will wait around and they'll think like, oh, if they really like, let's just say a person who really wants a relationship, sometimes people will wait around and they'll be like, oh, like, look at that, like they're happy together, oh, they're so lucky, or I wish I could find somebody, things like that. And it's like, that's all talk surrounding this idea of like, it's like a thing of chance, and it's not really. um I mean, compatibility definitely matters, but what I'm saying is, it's a numbers game. The more you go out and put yourself out there and try to date and meet people, the more likely you are to meet somebody that you're compatible with. You know what I mean? And so it's not just, if you want a relationship, you need to get into the mindset of going and trying to find to trying, I don't suggest you go desperately searching and frantically trying to find one and end up in, all this like situation where you're settling. But what I am saying is, be open-minded to to meeting people, to maybe meeting somebody who's not necessarily your quote unquote type, who's outside of the idea of what you typically go for. The world and the universe, and it works in mysterious ways. Okay. Looking at the bigger picture here is important, and taking a leadership role. Maybe looking at, how do I say? Hmm. Do you know what you want in a person? Do you know what you want in a relationship? Are you aligning your actions with your goals? Like, and are you aligning the way you respond to your emotions? Are you aligning that with your desires and your goals? You know what I mean? So are you bringing your physical world and your mental world into alignment? Because, hold on one second, I'm so sorry.
Okay. Sorry, had to go away for just a minute. Marcia, I'll be doing your reading next.
Apologize. Okay. So, sorry about that. So, it's a numbers game. You got to get out there. You got to meet people, and the more you got to get into the mindset of like, dating is always not always the best, not always fun. You got to sometimes weed through some uncomfortable dates. Some people you just like. You're gonna be discouraged. Set that expectation for yourself prior to, and that way, when those feelings pop up of like, oh gosh, but you can like laugh at it. You can be like, yeah, I expected this. So, you know that's a great tactic, is because a lot of times we can't change the process of something. Most of the time we can't change other people, we can't change much other than what's within our realm of control, and that's, very little. You can control what you do, what you say, where you go, and who you give your time to, all that stuff, right? So change your expectations, and that will lead to less disappointment, honestly. So that's number one. Slow and steady wins the race is the other thing here. I'm getting here that may you may have rushed into things in the past, and you know that's vital information for your future. Is taking inventory, essentially, or scanning and reflecting, doing some introspection on what the dynamic has been in your past relationships. Are there any patterns? Do you notice that you become this same, type of person each time, and maybe that person, you don't like how that person doesn't have as strong of a voice as you had hoped or wanted. So these are things you need to address, and I do see somebody coming into your life who's very committed to you, loyal, but it's going to be a slow burn. Meaning, and that sounds bad. I don't know if slow burn's a good or a bad saying, but I'm using it in a good way. Like, it's going to, not like it's going to burn out and like fizzle away. I'm saying like it's going to be something that you're not going to feel the spark right away. So, okay, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a slow, gradual build. And anyway, I learned one time that that spark, that like, not the spark, but like the like butterflies in the stomach and like the anxiousness and like feeling really nervous around somebody, is like that is more related to a nervous system response based on like like childhood traumas and such, and that's typically not a good thing. That's kind of the, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but it's kind of an indicator that like there's going to be a lot of insecurities that pop up for you in regard to this, and that's your subconscious mind and body knowing that without even your conscious awareness of it. And so that's what's happening there. And typically people, they, if they don't feel the spark, then they don't go and give people another chance, and or they don't try and get to know somebody more. I mean, if you're just plain out uninterested in a person, then I'm not saying go on dates with people you don't actually have any interest in. I'm saying don't think it has to be some magical spark where it's so grandiose and all that, um because that's not always how it happens, and that's not always an indicator of a good thing. Okay. But I do see loyalty here. The person who you do meet, loyal, committed, um patient, kind, and this all requires you being truthful with yourself. I don't know what exactly it is saying here, but I think it has something to do with you you play a role in relationships and you're not exactly proud of it. And that is something that you need to address, and you need to stand in your truth, because the only way you're ever going to meet somebody who you are fully compatible with and who's going to stick it out and stay and work through those things, work through everything with you when the conflicts do arise, because they always do, is by being yourself unapologetically, 100% yourself. Don't, like if you don't like something, say it. If you you know what I mean. If you have a boundary, say it. If you won't tolerate something, say it. If you are going to, if you want something or expect something, or communicate your needs. It's so important. don't don't make yourself small for another person, and don't sit around waiting for somebody to become, or trying to change someone and waiting for someone to become something you want them to be when that puzzle piece isn't fitting. Okay. And speak up. I mean, it's essential for your happiness, speaking up. Okay. um I don't know exactly the timeline, but I do see, once you take a hard stance on standing in your truth, that there's somebody that comes into your life that is very committed, loyal, patient, kind, all those things, and there's a new opportunity that presents itself. And I do see that being a rich and abundant opportunity for you. um One thing you got to know, though, determination.
Can you hear us? There you go. Up.
Can you see me?
You're back. You're here now.
I'm so sorry, guys. Determination through disruptions. Determination through disruptions. So when you feel like, oh, this, my momentum's gone, this has been disrupted, like something is going wrong, you need to remain determined, and you need to communicate, and you need to stand in your truth. That is the way through. Okay. That's all I have for you this evening. I hope it resonates.
That's great. And you always give great advice that a lot of people can use. I'm going to
Thank you.
do Marsha. Okay, Marsha, hi. Thanks for joining us tonight. So, number one, you have the special card here. And I know that you posted a question later, but I already took some cards, and we have to talk about money a lot. But the first card that comes down for you is having a new beginning. I want a fresh start. I want a new beginning. Now, you're crossed with the High Priestess card, so I've got to tell you, you're psychic. When I get this card in a reading, yours is energy crossing over, so very interesting. It usually means the person has psychic ability, really great psychic ability. If anybody does a reading for me, they better get the High Priestess card, right? And so you have this crossing you in temporary energy, and I would really think that you have intuitive abilities, plus the fact that you can develop them. Okay. And I mean strong power. All right. It does show me in the future that there's a opportunity for something that comes along that again will make you money in the future, something that will grow slowly. So this is my investment card, so we have that to look forward in the future. So I feel like money will grow and be very good for you. Now, I want to tell you the past shows me stuck on a decision. Pardon me, not seeing clearly, but it's a small stuck card. It's not like a big one, like, oh, I can't do anything about this, but there's a little indecision there. Um, you know what? They're showing me that money's going to come in on a regular basis with the potential to grow for you. It's showing me kind of whatever you do, if you work or whatever you do, I get just like that's not going to really change. I do feel like it just regular card of whatever you do to what your work is what I see you doing. Okay, so but there's money coming in via money being paid back or an inheritance, money that should be yours, tied to you, comes back to you. Okay, comes in for you. So we do have all this money. Money comes in on a regular basis, potential to grow, an investment in the future. I do see you, whatever you do for work, whatever way the money's coming in, not a big change there. But I see some coming in. Sometimes this is connected to you as money paid back, refunds, again, inheritance, somehow some money coming in that should be yours. Now, they're showing me partnership. So, agreement or harmony in a partnership. And this is very good. And I see that coming in very strong, getting along and working together. I also get the world card, which is going after and getting your desires and reaching your goals, making great changes in your life that better your career or your home. So very, very good there. This is the world card. Sometimes it means we're going to go someplace in the world. But anyway, you have this great card of going after and getting your desires and reaching those goals. Ace of Cup is the last card here. This means open heart, blessings, and joy. I'm ready for all the wonderful things and the joyful things to come into my life. FYI, just going to put this out there. It is also a card that can denote fertility or anything about that. Okay. So I do tell people that when I get this, FYI, any issues, um, go to get professional help for that. But really, it's a wonderful loving card. I have an open heart to love everything. But again, around you, something's going on here, and it can be, fertility. Sometimes it's anywhere from. We can catch when babies are coming and different things like that. But I just get this wonderful energy of love around you. And that's what I have. But remember, I get this strong psychic ability for you. Go and use it and always go with your gut. Okay. Always go with your gut because it shows me that great intuition that you have. All right. And that's what I have for you, Marcia. Thanks for coming in.
That was lovely, Debbie. Okay, I've chosen Kiran Agarwal. Agarwal. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but okay. What do I need to know regarding my love life, please, and thank you. Okay, let's see what we got here. Kieran, I'm not sure how to say your name, but I am getting a message here. So you your brother how do I say it? You're a reliable person. You're very reliable. Um, and because you're reliable, people rely on you. About that, they're consistent in, like, people, how do I say this? You are an asset to a team. And this brings new resources into your life. Now, there's some sort of change in career or job, or some sort of promotion. Maybe it's just like you get promoted, or you get like a raise, or there's some sort of, or maybe you're changing career paths. I'm getting something about that here, but there is an excellent opportunity that is going to be offered to you. It's a matter of what you do with this. Um, and it's about working. You got to work. You're going to need to work hard. Maybe this has already happened. Maybe you're working towards something at this time. But I don't. I tried to do a love reading for you, and it came out about consistently about career and finances, and going on a path toward setting yourself up for success in life, which is something I believe you're already doing and working toward. Now, I'm going to say this. In regard to love, consider an alternative approach. Okay? The approach you have at this time is not, it's not going to get you what you're looking for, because it is an approach that is one of, you're coming from a space of lack. And what I mean by that is, like, okay, so the metaphor I always use is like the bank account one. Is like, if imagine having a negative balance in a bank account. You cannot go to that bank or the ATM or whatever, and you cannot take money out because that is a negative balance. That just is plain and simple and easy. It's a great visual, right? You can't do it. Okay, so think of it like, that's kind of how the law of attraction works. That's kind of how manifesting works. That's kind of how the way we pull things to us. If we are operating from a space where we are depleted, and so let's say we desire love so much that we feel like, maybe we're not worthy, but since we can't find it, and maybe we don't matter so much, and maybe we're not good enough. Maybe we feel this way because we have failed relationships, and no one wants to commit to us, or whatever. Whatever the case is, when you start to have those feelings, like you are lacking something, and you think love is going to fix it, and having that partner is going to fix it, that's just not the case. I know. I will say this. It's true. It is a unique and fulfilling experience to have someone who is a partner, and it does make issues somewhat easy. I mean, actually, I would say it depends on the type of person, because some people don't like, some people don't want to have a relationship. But anyway, what I'm saying is, love is not going to fix it. Love is not going to fix that space, that lack, that feeling of lack you have. And nobody in the world who is like, they could do anything for you, they're not going to be able to fill that space. That's a space you have to fill. And when you address this, that's when those things start to come in. It's so interesting how it works. We don't get, when you think about it this way, when somebody is constantly going around, I'm not saying this is you at all. I'm not even comparing what I'm about to say, to you. I'm just giving an example so you can see how it works. When someone's going around and it's so obvious, they just want all this attention. They are they're just like loud, and they are obnoxious, and it's just, wow, like, this person clearly can't stand to not have everyone like paying attention, because they're just so obnoxious and loud and trying, people who do the most, right? Well, guess what? People don't give them that attention, and they don't give them that validation, because they're literally going around like desperately seeking it, and that makes people uncomfortable and they don't like it, and it's something, it's just the way, it's kind of like, oh, off-putting in a sense. And so anything works that way. And so if you notice, um how do I say, it's the same with love. It's like when you are so interested in having a relationship that you are willing to put up with poor behaviors, disrespect, to continually allow someone to overstep your boundaries, or to, whatever it may be. That's what is happening. That's people aren't respecting you because you're not respecting yourself. And again, I'm not even saying you. I'm just saying that's where that leads. It's like you have to give yourself that validation, and then other people will validate you. You have to honor, respect yourself by, if somebody's not trying to hear what you're saying and they're purposely misunderstanding you, and they're not, and it's like you're like, okay, A and B, and no, you're like 1 + 1 is 2, and they're like, what are you talking about? And it's just like, you shouldn't have to explain the basics. You shouldn't have to explain basic sympathy to somebody, or empathy about, when you try to express your emotions. You shouldn't have to put up with people who are completely dismissive of these things. You should shut your mouth and stop communicating with those people, because when somebody's not valuing what you say, you need to value what you say. And you're only devaluing it when you continue to try and say it and get them to hear it. And if they don't want to hear it, that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. Anyway, my point, I feel like I'm trailing off. My point is, it's very essential that you give yourself that respect. You give yourself that validation. You give yourself that love. And you address this. There's something about a space of lack, and there's an inner voice that is very unkind to you. And I think if you pay attention, you'll realize that that voice, that's not actually, you only feel that way about yourself because that voice has so long and so often told you. But if you really, really want to go back and think about it, where did those ideas come from? From other people. The way other people made you feel, the things other people said. Those aren't your ideas about yourself. That voice in your mind that speaks down to you, those aren't even your original ideas about yourself. Those are the way other people have made you feel, the things that other people have said. So that's other people's baggage put onto you and that you're carrying around. I always say this. It's like we walk around with this backpack in life, and people, they do things and it hurts us, and it's like they took a big rock and they put it in our backpack, and then when they leave and go off somewhere else, we still for some reason carry around this backpack. Why are you lugging all those rocks around? Put the backpack down. Put the backpack down. It's not yours to carry. I hope I'm making sense. What I'm getting at is, you need to address this, because it's only going to lead to the same repetitive cycle. And if you don't, and it's time to face your fears, and it's time to find your light, your truth. So consider an alternative approach, okay? And surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. They say you are a product of the company you keep. So maybe do a little bit of weeding in the garden, and take a look and surround yourself with people who you look up to, people you consider to be wise, people that you admire. Okay. And don't get so caught up in anybody else's drama and let them tear you down. Okay. Because you tear yourself down too much, and you don't need other people doing it too. Okay. That's all I have for you this evening. I hope it helps.
Wow. Amazing. I'm going to do Kevin. Kevin, I'm going to tell you if you're going to be famous or not. I do readings for a lot of famous people and a lot of rich people. So let me tell you what's going to happen. I do want to tell you a couple things first. They do show somebody being important or somebody coming into your life. And I feel like a very strong female. And I feel like that she is super intelligent and capable, but strong personality. So watch for that person. Crossing you in temporary energy is the thought of working and, making money. I do get in the future that you have a new project coming in. So a new stream of money as well coming in the future. Past is a tower card. This is when things, we have crisis, things come out of nowhere, didn't expect it. So it really is a crazy card of, things happening. So this is in the past, okay? Now let me tell you, you're crazy creative. I get the magician card. This is where people get crazy ideas of making money, making things, all kinds of wonderful things in creation. So, money making ideas. I do get struggle for you. I do get feeling almost betrayed or alone in things. And I see you very busy and taking a lot of burdens on and a lot to do. Where is that going to get you? Are you going to be famous? Kevin, you're not going to be famous. Kevin, you're going to be rich. And I am good at what I do, and I catch it every single time. You're going to get everything that you work for, and you're going to be wealthy. Now, it shows me at the very end you carrying a secret. So there you go. You can keep that secret. But it does say we're carrying a secret here. And that's okay. I don't have anything around this. But you're going to be wealthy and everything's going to be good. Relationships, everything. So that's what I have for you, Kevin. Best of luck. Enjoy the money.
All right, you guys, that's it for today, or tonight, I should say. Please, again, if you're here and you haven't hit the thumbs up, like the show. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. However, this week we will not be here Friday, as I am going on a trip this weekend. So,
Okay.
yeah, no show on Friday, but we'll be back Monday. And we greatly appreciate your support. If we didn't get to you this evening, please return on Monday and let us know. And as always, thank you so much. Have a safe, lovely evening and lovely weekend. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Debbie?
No. Have a good time. I've got another week and then I will be gone for a whole week on a trip. So I'm getting ready for that. So things are crazy. But
Okay.
anyway,
Yeah, you were telling me about it, but looks like it's gonna be, you guys are stuck with me for a week. Oh.
it'll be great because you're going into October. We can do Halloween stuff and
Yeah,
we'll
and
have
your birthday's coming
fun.
up at the end of this month, and my birthday's coming up next month.
Yes.
So we're gonna do something.
Next month?
Mine's in October.
Oh, okay. Yay. Okay. Yeah. Let us eat cake. I don't like cake.
Me neither.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
We're
no, we don't
we're
like
so
cake.
I was gonna say we're so brothers, and I'm
We
saying,
like
well,
pie
not
and
me.
I like pie. I like cheesecake. I don't like cake.
I don't like any of those dessert. I like
Oh, okay. Well,
candy bar. I liked ice cream, and after this bout with COVID, I can't do milk anymore.
oh yeah, milk is nasty.
I
Well,
tried ice cream, and I was like,
I like ice cream. I will say I like ice cream, but I can't like milk itself. I can't do
I
that.
can't, I can't
I drink all.
anymore.
I can only do almond milk.
I loved it though. Okay. We better go. We are telling everybody our secrets here.
I'm so done. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, you guys, for all your
Sorry.
support. We greatly appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful night, safe weekend. We'll see you on Monday,
Yeah.
6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. Bye.